game number 3 and game number 2, and then somehow they turned it around. And somehow they extended the series even more. So Blacklist International still needs to be careful. They are up against a world championship organization, not just for club, but also for country.
Here we go, game number 1 in this best of 5. Let's set the tone for the upper bracket finals. It's AP Bren versus Blacklist International. Renajay here with the leash.
And looking at the lineups though, the question right now for AP Bren is, will you have enough to actually take down this Barrett? You don't have the traditional ideas of shredders to go up against that Barrett. Seems like there's gonna be a lot of pressure.
Oke guys, sekarang kita masuk ke game yang pertama antara AP Bren melawan Blacklist ya guys ya. Sorry. Tadi nggak ada mic-nya guys, jadi nggak kedengeran suara gue guys. Sedikit technical issue tadi ya. Kita lanjut sekarang guys.
Definitely. Right now you see a little bit more posing for Ogwin.
Oke, aman nih guys.
But already forcing out the flicker. Meanwhile, on the bottom part of your map, you can see actually Oheb just having a hell of a time going up against that Brody. The confidence of Oheb has skyrocketed.
Very aggressive right now.
Sensui sekarat di sini sepertinya dipanis oleh seorang Kyle TZ. Dipanis juga sama Tower ya guys ya. Tapi di sini Edward yang mendapatkan kill. Satu untuk satu. Tapi first blood by AP Bren.
First blood percentage very close for these two teams. 48 for Blacklist, 47% for AP Bren. I mean, at the end of the day, both junglers just ended up trading themselves, so it's even. Now looking at the priorities and items, of course, with the damage of the Bruno, the steel leg plates had to be built first by Super Marco, while Oheb now is free to just rush his damaged items first. Turtle in 7. There's still a purple buff yet to spawn for Blacklist International at around 10. Let's see if AP Bren will play around that timer, or if Blacklist even will, because Sensui's already posing himself up near that turtle.
All right, Ogwin here with the pull. How easy answering back. Yue yet to hit level 4. So there seems to be urgency coming in from Blacklist.
Yeah, he's gonna get it here. Has it now. Turtle gonna be half health.
Berbahaya masuk seorang Flap TZ dengan penalti zone tadi dimakan oleh seorang Sentry. Tapi Edward berhasil men-pick up seorang Martis tadinya. TZ juga berhasil dimakan oleh seorang Sentry. Apa yang terjadi dengan AP Bren pemirsa? Kita lihat di sini. Sentry mencoba menginvasi blue buff dari tim AP, tapi Eddie Ward yang berhasil men-secure purple buff ya. Manuver yang sangat agresif dari seorang dari sekelompok Blacklist ya. Flat TZ mekanik dengan Edward ada makro.
They're looking at mid. Let's see where they're gonna go next.
Still about a minute until the next turtle.
Bren.
AP Bren propping up. They know that they can go fast. They know that Blacklist can only really answer back once the post is clear. But looking at the player gold, again, it seems like it's still head-to-head. Very little between Oheb and Super Marco here. What can we expect Super Marco to join fights?
A little bit later on, once he has his items. If ever he's not going to be joining, it's going to be AP Bren taking the fight to his lane so that they can force Oheb out, try to get a win for Super Marco already so that they can get progress into that turret. If not, then maybe at around the third turtle, depending on where we're going to be seeing it, maybe that's when they'll see it. For now, though, let's see if AP Bren will
Yue di sini mencoba membuka ulti. Ini udah mulai menurunkan tempo, mencoba bermain rapi dari kedua belah tim.
Next turtle is going to come up in a couple seconds, but this time around, both teams will be where they need to be relatively. Yue though has to get the ultimate he wants to for this fight as it approaches here. Now that turtle's up.
There's so many choices though for you, to be honest, especially when he hit it.
There's the final slash. Hard guard going to be used as well. All for Kyle TZ. Going to be fighting it out.
Oke, perebutan turtle. Edward berhasil di pick up oleh seorang Parsha. Kyle TZ pun begitu berhasil masuk ke ekor turtle. Sensui akan menjadi korban dari seorang Pew juga di sini.
Win for AP Bren. Now battle on forward, 1,000 gold ahead almost. As now they clap back. This is a sequence very similar to what just happened happened about 2 minutes ago. AP Bren now 1,000 gold ahead.
Great play there by APB. It looked good for Blacklist International, but AP Bren just really making the most of their ability kits, and we have to commend Flap TZ with how he maximizes penalty zone there, and Kyle TZ just keeping himself in a safe distance so that Blacklist International won't have a clear target.
Right, gentlemen, just watching the first 5 minutes of this game, does this not look like the meta game that Blacklist International and Onyx Philippines were playing in the grand finals of M3 in Singapore?
Definitely. You know, and not only that too, but the fact that
Di
when
sini dengan
it was so
Bruno-nya
even
tadi.
before that turtle came up, the fact that you don't have the gold laners there, and then how it unfolded, the punch, the counter punch, just like this fight might break out again.
Tensi
They're going to be in trouble. Penalty zone,
akan
lock them down.
dimasukin oleh
They get the hard
Angela.
guard out though. Should be fine as he is, but again, this is what AP Bren wants to do.
Ooh.
They want to get some of these resources out. They're building themselves a nice little gold lead. Ogwin, though, just going to check it out, forcing Oheb to be delayed a little bit longer.
Right now, I'm interested to see when these two teams will actually send themselves into the gold lane to help out their gold laners, because it's been a dead lane so far.
And I think Blacklist knows that that's just what's waiting to happen. Because Ogwin is denying Oheb the time to actually farm properly. See, look, this is a delayed switch up. Oheb should have been there a minute ago.
See, APB, we're going to continue the pressure here as the turtle will spawn on that side. Super Marco will be able to get a break of the turret. AP Bren pulls the trigger first in helping out their gold laner.
Okay, so turret down. Turtle going to be up here in just a second. It's exactly where AP Bren wants to be. Garnering themselves a nice little lead as well. But Oheb will be putting some pressure there on the top side.
Ooh. AP Bren responding. Yue playing man-to-man defense. And already the turtle, wow, look at that, blitzed.
Yeah, that's just, so that's a clean sweep for the Turtles here for AP Bren. Continue to build up from that.
No retribution used by Kyle TZ. He can actually invade here. Could be a purple battle as he gets it. Ooh, stolen. What would you call that, Leo, again?
Grab that purple.
There it is.
Kyle TZ's guilty, 1 charge, game 1. All right, here's the question. Is AP Bren going fast enough? Yes, in the early game, they're about 2,000 gold ahead now. Is this fast enough?
Well, they're
Permainan yang
calculated
sangat
pace,
ketat
not as
dari
fast as I
keduanya,
would
tapi
like
di
them to
sini
see, but
Blacklist
they are still up
ketinggalan
against the Barons.
tower
They are
sama AP
respecting
Bren ya.
the counter-punish
2000
possibility. And because of
leading
Blacklist
goal
International really
dari
hugging
AP
turrets and
Bren.
trying to be playing very safely, especially with Renegade conserving that hard guard, it's understandable why AP Bren aren't going really fast. But at this point, 3,000 getting close to the 9-10 minute mark, this is where they really have to now up the pace.
Well, if the late game isn't
Edward.
as dangerous as it looks like,
Edward,
maybe AP
Masuki.
Bren know exactly what they're doing. Maybe they're just switching gears at the right time, a minute until the first turtle. Rather, Lord.
Lord going to be that objective where they break out. Still going to be looking for an advantage here if they can. Again, even if that's the tier 1 turret, going to be fighting it out. Final slash comes through. Penalty zone under the turret. They get
Berbahaya di
the flicker
sini.
out. Still going to be fighting for
Tensi
it.
berhasil di pick off oleh seorang Ogwen, tapi di sini juga Yue juga berhasil di pick off oleh Brody Super Marco, di poking sama seorang
Immaculate turret juggle there.
Oheb,
AP Bren knew exactly
tapi
what they were
tidak
getting
berefek.
into.
And AP Bren have learned yesterday. We were asking AP Bren, why do you look so overly cautious during times where it looks like you could
Berbahaya
make a big play?
guys. Di
This is not
sini
one of those
AP
times.
Bren sudah
They juggled
menemukan
the tower
ritme
beautifully.
permainannya.
They timed their
Dia
abilities
menemukan
together, and again,
strat
we
yang
have to
cukup
commend Flap
untuk
right now in
mempress
terms of the
anak-anak
impact
dari
in the other parts
Blacklist
of the
di
map.
sini.
In the skirmishes, he is playing better than Edward as of now.
And is it just me or is that penalty zone's range a little bigger now? You see that last one underneath tier 1 about 3 minutes ago?
Yeah, just a little bit. Or
There was
maybe-
no flicker involved.
Yeah, and I feel like maybe it's also Flap TZ. The times that he's landed, it's actually just at the edge. So he's really making most out of all the real estate. He's not looking for, oh, I'm going to catch everyone at the center. He's really like, okay, if it's going to be at the edge, then it's going to be at the edge. It's going to force a response anyway.
Yep, it's more zoning, and he just apparently gets it done well anyways. Oh, AP Bren with the blitz. It was Kyle TZ all alone.
Yeah, they just blitz this Lord.
Wah, berhasil diamankan oleh seorang
Blacklist International have any information, or is it just better
TZ.
to say, all right, let's give up the first Lord. We are quite behind here.
They might be ubeing elsewhere. I think throughout that whole sequence, it was them propping up this push for Oheb.
So now
mencoba
AP
split
Bren
push
has to match
tadinya.
that. Blacklist International, it was what you said, Naisu. Playing it safe, it would be way too risky for them to contest it there. AP Bren just equalize it there. So now AP Bren comfortable, just have to continue it, but they really still have to respect the turnaround capability of Blacklist.
That's a tier 2. Down bottom pushed in. Lord marching through top. AP Bren comfortable with his 5K gold lead as the map turns blue. Fight waiting to happen here in mid. Looking for a circling eagle or a big jump from Flap. They'll take their time here with the push.
Ya guys,
Now keep
pressure
an eye
dari
on Flap here, like you were
AP
mentioning,
Bren guys.
Remar. You know, even if he's not landing on the center, it's all that every single time he's done it, he's caught someone, and it usually results into a kill. So I feel like for Blacklist International, as they get ready for this defense, they're gonna have to watch out for that.
It's going to be marking forward. Is AP Bren going to dive here or still be very calculated? It looks like they're going the calculated route.
Oh, there's a final slash. Cancelled. Edward not going to pull the trigger here. They're still outside the base. Lord Order taken care of. Blacklist, successful defense.
Sharp. AP Bren just looks sharp. That's the best way to put it. Now, quick item check on the two marksmen. Already just built the Malefic Roar. Did that Bruno for the Brody. He's had those 3 core items for a while now. Heptases, the Malefic Roar, and the DHS. And because of how AP Bren crafted their lineup, front heavy, dive heavy, create space for your back line, and how they've played it right now, controlling, again, the center of the map. When you're up against Blacklist, if you control the center of the map, they are uncomfortable. They can't play their game. And AP Bren respected that, and now Blacklist will just have to find a way to come back, most likely from a defensive remark against the Orange.
Ya di sini
About a minute
permainan
until the
dari
next
AP
Lord
Bren ya.
here.
Tidak salah mereka
Joseph, I have a
juara
question for you.
ISF ya
How are
guys
we
ya.
liking Renege's Angela? Because my answer is always going to be, it's tight.
It's all right, you know.
View di sini
I feel like
paling
Renegade,
gede.
obviously with the
Yes.
moniker, the Hitman, it's very similar to the Mamba, you know, with Chaknu and these other roamers that are meant for their play setting potential.
Is this the nicest way you're saying it's not good right now?
It's not Renegade, man. You know, You know, when you hear Renege's name, you don't think of the next thing to follow is there's the hard guard from Renege. You know, like
pop it on the screen.
You know what I mean?
All right, you're right.
That could be the next name of his big next hit single, Love Waves.
Love Wave. Oh, is it like a techno ballad?
Yeah, 80s techno synthwave. Yeah.
We could collab Renege.
For those that don't know, Renege is
a recording artist.
recording
yeah.
artist.
He's got
He's actually got songs out there.
several. You can look up on YouTube.
Sensu
after this
ya yang
podcast.
skill.
But here we go. Lord
Sensu.
spawned up already. Bottom quarter of the map. This is a fight waiting to happen. Given how Oakwood is just so gung-ho in this 12-minute bout so far to always just engage. Oh, wait, unless... Oh, they're blitzing it.
They're blitzing it again. Blacklist International not going to be able to get there in time. They're going to give it up. And this whole time as well, Yue holding on to his own
Dimakan
penalty zone.
Sensui di sini ya.
Sensui could be in trouble here. Has the rest of the team help him out. They're not going to go for it. But Oheb, this whole time, pushing into that tier 2 on the top side.
I like the decisiveness of AP Bren is showing the last few weeks leading up to the playoffs and even yesterday. Sometimes there were indecisiveness moments from APB, but now they're just like every time that they see the objective, they know in their lead, they're not posing around around the Lord, they're blitzing it, they're moving forward. And even though they saw Oheb up top, they didn't panic. They still decided, no, we commit to this.
Oh, Luminous Lord survives the whole debacle. And Blacklist able to reset. Sensui responding just in time for the defense. 7K ahead. AP Bren approaching a colossal lead. And I can imagine that's at least one major item on their cores. Circling Eagle canceled off.
Yep, Ogwin there, keeping an eye on it. Yue still holding on to his own penalty zone. They're going to have to work on this
dari
Lord
Flap
here as they
easy.
hold on to
Nah,
that mid
udah
lane
di-
and bottom.
Yap, harus
Trying to keep it
pada
together.
anak-anak
Feathered airstrike going to come
Blacklist.
down. Edward quite low.
Blacklist.
Already going to respect that magic damage. But they hold on, at least for now. The bottom, the mid turret, they still will work on the Lord. It's taken care of.
Yeah, that's a Farsa with a Divine Glaive already. The 3 core items of that hero locked in. For US, still on the way to the 3rd item. I believe he also needs to rush that Divine Glaive so he has a bit more damage. So APB, they can just continue this.
Renege
But
mencoba
again,
mengkomit
they can't be
Sensui,
too
tapi
sour.
sepertinya
Sensui.
tidak
Could be in
jadi.
trouble here. There's the hard guard.
Kita
There's
orangnya
the
di sini
penalty
berhasil
zone
di-pick off.
again from Flap Teasy. Gonna force
Di
Black
Super Marco
International
berhasil
back. They
mempick
do
off
have some
orang
sustainability.
Sensui.
So they're gonna go ahead.
What the
They
game?
lost Sensui. They lose the
game.
bottom turret. Can they hold on a little bit longer? Flickers in with the final
Nice
slash.
dodge by
But no
Ogwen.
follow-up to get the kill. It's up to them, these four, to hold on to the mid, to hold on to the base.
Oh, mereka
Sensui still
masuk.
15 seconds away. They got to clear the waves. Feathered airstrike going to come down. Still holding on. Oheb quite low. Has to clear.
Edward.
He's doing his best. Flap again.
Enka.
Finds the penalty zone.
Enka.
Will go down. Has the immortality with the
Enka.
crystal. Going to be worked on. And AP Bren will take game number 1.
This winning moment is brought to you by our official sponsor, FWD Live.